This is kind of what I call the first mic drop moment. What we just did here was we ran a machine learning model against raw NetFlow data. We turned back a list of sequences that are either benign or malicious, and we did that with about 97% F1 score, which is insanely high. Basically, Tempo is going through and it's taking your NetFlow log and then it breaks it up into sequences of related events. It will make sure they're behaving in the way they should be behaving normally so that you can identify malicious patterns based off of a deviation from normal. And from that, we can get all sorts of insights back. Step one.
Pulled up Deeptempo's website. We went from the website to the documentation page.
Go ahead and click the tutorial there. So now we will see a place where it says launching the app. And we can go to the Snowflake marketplace. You can find the app, click there. It should bring us straight to the listing. Click get, gotta make you sign in. Perfect. And click activate, do automated. Yep, that's all good. Click the launch app. Hit the get button. Select your compute warehouse get. It's going to go through a step here. It takes it a moment, and then we'll go in and set all of the permissions needed to run the app through the console here so we don't have to run a bunch of statements in the worksheet. This whole process, the first time you run it, can take about 20 minutes, but the consecutive runs are much faster. Successfully installed. Hit configure. We will just set the permissions right off the bat.
So I'm just going to hit grant.
Yes, hit grant. There's a pop-up window that isn't being captured in the actual screen recording, but essentially it's authorizing the app to use Snowflake resources. We can go up into projects and then worksheets and create a new worksheet. All right, now we need to set the database. We are going to click the Tempo Trial Edition. That is going to be the data set, and you can click any of these tables. Over in the doc, there is that first command, which is call management create resources. We need to take that and paste it in the worksheet here and click run. This is going to go through and provision, bring all the resources in Snowflake from a cold state to a hot state and allow us to run our inference. So this will be down under step 3 and looks like initialization complete. Step 4. Let's copy the next statement. The next statement is going to take the inference step and run that. It's the call static detection inference and then your service name. The service name is completely arbitrary. It's whatever you want this particular run to be. It's just a way that the app can keep track and generate some uniqueness. So the worksheet there, drop it on a new line and hit play. Now this step is going to take by far the longest of anything we do here. So it's going to probably take in the 7 to 11 minute range here. Step number 5 is kind of the fun one. From the output of the command, we're going to get a list of sequences, and the inference is going through and basically just flagging what shouldn't be there. The call inspect deep dive with a sequence ID, it's just allowing us to drill down a little bit further and get that full sequence back. Here we go, fetching results, and boom, there's one that's malicious right there. Let's grab the sequence ID from that. And wow, first one. All right. Replace sequence ID with 0 on that command, and we should get back. All right, there we go. But now we can see the source destination IPs. We can see timestamps, ports. It's benign. Interesting. That's a benign one. Let's try running it on sequence 200. So same command, just change it to 200, and run that again. This is a much longer sequence. And oh, what do we have there? Interesting. We got ports, the packet sizes, bytes in, bytes out. If we found like for example, a DDoS, you'd see basically a ton of events that look almost exactly alike. Because if you saw like an exfiltration, you'd see some really unbalanced traffic. But this model is able to identify a whole lot and display it for the users in a pretty concise way. That is pretty much it. We turned back a list of sequences, and we did that with about 97% F1 score, which is insanely high. We should get crazy good numbers with the models we're playing with right now, and we're going to release a larger model very soon on Snowflake.